You know, I think it's rather ironic that the same people who want us to rejoin the European Union because they miss freedom of movement, the same people who want open borders, and the same people who want refugees to be welcomed here, and they don't care if they are documented, undocumented, vetted, or unvetted. These same people, these zealots, they want us all to be restricted by living in 15-minute cities. Now, 15-minute cities is a theory that everything you need is within 15 minutes travelling or walking distance. Of course, you know, that's in an ideal world. This isn't an ideal world, and it's all about control. It's a left-wing thing. It's like something out of Joseph Stalin's communist era Soviet Russia. And a 15-minute city or 15-minute town or neighbourhood, it will restrict you heavily. What they haven't told you is you get fined as well for leaving filters. So, for example, if you live in a made-up town, and this town has several 15-minute zones within it, you have to stay in your zone. And if your zone has a BP garage, a Sainsbury's supermarket, and other shops and businesses that only sell and cater one thing, and you don't like any of them, say you'd prefer to go and shop in Tesco or fill up at a cheaper garage, a Tesco garage maybe, or a Shell garage, I know, just bear with me here, then leaving your zone to go into that zone that provides the stuff you prefer will cost you. It'll cost you a huge fine. Now, as Unity News Network said on their Twitter account, and I completely agree with them on this issue, they said, local amenities happen naturally in a free and vibrant economy. Now, even though the economy here in Britain is free, it's certainly not vibrant. And you know, of course, everybody wants to have a choice and to have everything that they need closer to their homes. What people don't want, and what I don't want to see in my free and democratic liberal society, is citizens being effectively confined to where they live, their neighbourhoods, and fined if you leave it, especially if you drive. And so YouGov put out a poll, and as with all polls, they don't tell you who they asked or where they asked them. Different areas produce different results. And it just proves really that YouGov polls are a tool used by the government, or those in authority at least, to spread lies. So here's what it says. Forget the conspiracy theories. 15-minute neighbourhoods are popular in Britain. That's what this YouGov poll wants you to believe. It goes on. Here's what amenities Britons want within 15 minutes walk from their home. And it says bus stop 90%, post box 87%, pharmacy 85%, GP surgery 83%, a park 81%, and it goes on. Now, YouGov didn't poll me, they didn't ask me. More than likely, this YouGov poll, asked people in London. And as we all know, anyone with any common sense, London is completely out of touch with the rest of the country. And take this article by online newspaper The Oxford Student, and as we all know, Oxford will be trialling 15-minute cities, I think it's next year. I'm going to read you a short bit of it. Here's what it says. 15-minute city zones that have been proposed by Oxford City Council as part of the Local Plan 2040 have garnered significant controversy. The plan, which will see traffic filters installed on 6 roads as part of a 6.5 million trial, is set to commence in 2024. Under these new filters, residents will be able to drive freely around their own neighbourhoods, but will be fined up to £70 for driving into other neighbourhoods throughout the filters. The plan's aim is to create neighbourhoods in Oxford where essential facilities are accessible by a walking distance of up to 15 minutes. These facilities were determined by a 2022 civilian consultation of over 5,000 stakeholders. Now that should worry you, because Oxford asked less than 1% of the total population, and yet this is going to go ahead. So much for a democratic society. A poll really isn't a poll unless you ask all the people all the time. And it simply can't go by the opinions of a minority for what's good for the majority. Now, they're going to tell you this is all about climate change and saving the the planet and the green agendas, etc. But it's not. It's about control and using drivers basically as cash cows yet again. Because drivers in Britain, we are being taxed to buggery. The government in this country have always used car drivers, vehicle owners, as cash cows. And it's just yet another way of raising money, in my opinion. And looking online at this and doing a bit more research, quite a few other cities and towns in Britain, well, in England at least, have signed up to this. And I believe it's another violation of our human rights within this country to travel wherever the hell we want to, whenever we like. And if this happens in my hometown, then I will be definitely out on the streets protesting against it. I'll be speaking out against it, and I'll be doing as much as I can using my rights to stop it. This sort of thing has no place in Great Britain. And there we go, that's my video. I hope you like. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and until the next time, look after yourselves, and Roger Trout.